Okay, I fixed my washer. I was getting an F10 error, also known as a water inlet error. Open the faucet was the message. Water was fine, it was filling fine, it just didn't think it was. So I cleared the inlet filters, that didn't do anything. I figured it wouldn't do anything since I was getting water. So then I had to open this up, and what I did was, I got this unstacked and opened myself. What I did was I sprayed white lithium grease in front of the legs all the way out. And then I used this thing, which I use all the time for moving stuff around. It's called an appliance lever or something like that. You just search for it. I just put it under here, lifted it up, and then inched it out side to side, like 1 centimeter at a time. And eventually that came out. Then what I did was I got my cart here. You're supposed to do this with 2 people, but I wasn't gonna ask anyone or wait around for people to show up. So basically what I did was, on mine, there's a lid. You can see that's the front of the lid. There's a tray that pulls out, so mine just clicks open. You push it in, you click it open, and then just pull it out. And then there's block-off plates right here, which look like that you just unscrew. It's a Torx, some kind of Torx bit, T20 I think. Once you remove those plates, the dryer is free to slide out, and that's where it gets dangerous because it's extremely heavy. So what I did was, so that cart is exactly 32 inches. This washer was exactly 33 inches. So I figured, why not give it a shot? So I just put the cart in front of this thing and I just pulled it onto the cart and then rolled it off. So hopefully that works in the opposite direction. If not, then whatever, I can wait now that I have my washing machine back. But anyways, the problem itself was, I don't know if you can see, there's a vacuum tube right there, right in the center of your screen with a little bit of styrofoam on it. That had shaken loose because when this thing spins, this entire drum shakes. So it eventually, I guess, had shaken that vacuum tube loose. And I just reached in there and grabbed it. And you could see it comes up, for some reason it goes through this plastic piece, but there's just 2 nipples on each side of this plastic, and it's the same hose line. So the bottom had fallen off. I'm gonna zip tie it and then construction glue the construction adhesive, the styrofoam damper thing back in place. But yeah, that was it. Confusingly, this thing was also throwing a sensor error for B8, which is the float sensor, and I thought that had to do with the water level, but that's actually a flood prevention sensor. So those are just 2 unrelated issues that I sat in front of my computer for like an hour looking at how to deal with this. Anyways, once you get the dryer off, you just undo the top screws and a couple in the back, and the top just pops off. There was also a schematic like tucked in right there, a wiring diagram of the whole thing, which was kind of helpful, but not really in the end. So anyways, this is a W3038. These are not that great, but if you're stuck with one, that is one way to check if there's one way to check how to solve the F10 problem. So as you can see, this vacuum tube goes into, I don't know what that is. It's either a pressure or a temperature or a moisture sensor. It's probably pressure. So there's probably something that gets filled up with water and then increases the pressure in the line, which the main board then reads. But either way, that's what it was. The vacuum tube had just shaken loose. So anyways, good luck. I wasn't about to pay $1,000 for someone to come disconnect or reconnect a tube. So far so good. I'm sure something else will break soon enough in these German appliances. All right, thanks, bye.